Welcome back. Great weather for graduation, and CT ordered it personally for his graduation.
Yeah, well,
so you have him to thank.
Yeah, I guess that's the advantage of working in the weather department. You get to order any kind of weather that you want.
Can I put in some orders?
Sure.
Okay,
What would you like?
I don't know. Nice weather from here on out.
With cheese?
Sure.
Big Coke? Okay. All right, I'll see what I can do for you. Well, anyway, this morning we had lots of record-breaking weather shortly after 5 o'clock this morning. St. Joseph, Joplin, Springfield, Quincy, St. Louis. I think St. Joe tied a record. But here in Columbia, we broke a record. The old record on this date, 1945, which was 39 degrees. And we killed it this morning, 35 degrees. So we were only 2 degrees, I should say 3 degrees above the freezing point. So definitely a cold one. And break the blanks, meaning break out the blankets overnight and the next few hours as temperatures will be dipping down into the mid to upper 40s with plenty of clear skies and some light winds on the side. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening here on the Business Loop. And Double Nickels, 55 degrees. We had a high temperature earlier this afternoon on the Business Loop of 65, and this morning's low temperature 39. The relative humidity bone dry, and the winds will remain light. So I think this evening and overnight we'll look for ideal conditions for another set of some foggy conditions. But otherwise, recapping the stats once again, below normal in terms of temperatures. We made it up to only 61 this afternoon, but earlier this morning, 35 degrees at about a quarter after 5 this morning, which broke the all-time record. But we are way above in the rainfall department for the month and also for the year. Now, as we show you what's happening around the Midwest, lots of colder weather. In fact, there are some frost and freeze advisories right across portions of Indiana and Ohio tonight, as temperatures will be heading closer to the freezing point there. But as you head farther west, things are really moderating, looking at some 50s and 60s as you head into the high plains. But otherwise, around the United States, very quiet weather all the way to the west coast. But we had some problems earlier today across portions of eastern Virginia into Delaware, New Jersey. We had some really strong wind gusts that provided some damage, I should say, thanks to a strong cold front. This is a leading edge of some Canadian air, and this ridge of high pressure not only extends over us here in the Midwest, but it goes all the way to almost the North Pole into northern Greenland. And that's the reason why it's so cold here. All these winds along the jet stream is funneling down from the north. And it's kind of an interesting shape in the jet stream. Notice how it takes a huge ridge up to the north, as I mentioned, almost to the North Pole, and then backs down into a trough. And this is in a shape of almost like the Greek letter omega. And we are looking at what's called an omega block right here in the Midwest. And that's causing kind of a stalemate in terms of any weather conditions. So we're still going to remain under high pressure over the next few days. And this won't give us any changes at all. In fact, we'll be enjoying plenty of sunshine as we head toward tomorrow. It's going to act like a brick wall from any kind of weather systems coming in from the west, so things will be quite dry once again. And as we head through tonight, it's going to be a cold one. We'll be down into the low 40s and upper 30s across the Show Me State, but with plenty of sunshine tomorrow, we'll rebound nicely into the 60s. So not a bad way to end the second half of this weekend. So for tonight, expecting a low of 37 degrees, which I think will tie a record of 37 in 1925. Tomorrow's high of 63 degrees. Plenty of sunshine for another day of graduation, and 42 tomorrow night. And it looks like our sunshine continues through most of next week. I think Thursday and Friday we will definitely warm up into the 70s, but we could see some thunder showers coming back into the forecast. But a really nice, long, dry stretch of weather.
That looks great. Now, just as long as we keep the rain off of Memorial Weekend. You know, you got lots of people with plans out next weekend.
I think the rain is going to end before the Memorial Weekend starts, so I think the outlook looks pretty good at this point.
All right. Thanks, CT.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we've been talking about CT's graduation all day, and while it's great news for him, it's terrible news for everybody in mid-Missouri. CT's leaving us after 6 years. At KMIZ, this is his last night.
6 long years. I was on the morning show. I was a production assistant when I started. And CT was doing the morning show with Michelle.
Yes.
He's been here ever since. I leave and come back. We both
I was
leave
in
and come
college.
Back.
Oh, really?
I was in college when you started.
You feel old, CT, or what?
Yeah, I do feel old. I better leave.
I graduated, went away, I came back, and you were still here. And now he's leaving.
Yeah, it has to, I guess all the good things have to come to an end at some point. Let me do the weather real quick for tomorrow if you have any graduation plans, and I know
Can
my
we say good
parents
luck
do.
to you first?
Okay.
Good luck. We'll miss you.
Good luck, CT. Big thumbs up. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Write us.
Thanks. I think we'll tie our all-time record tomorrow night of 37, I should say, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high of 63 degrees, beautiful sunny day on your Sunday, and I think the sunshine will continue through most of next week. And one thing I want to say before I leave here, I found a great quote that summed up the reason why I'm sitting in this chair. A famous columnist, Ann Landers, says, "Opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them." And I had to do a lot of personal sacrifice, time, motivation, energy, but that's the reason why I'm here. And I'm thankful that I've developed so many friends and viewers over the past few years. And on that note, I bid farewell. Good night.